Say, man, Math Hoffa dropped a portion of an episode of his podcast that he does yesterday. And it featured him, his co-host Mecca, and they had a guest, hip-hop journalist Kim Osorio. And in this video, they had a discussion about Jaguar Wright going on the Piers Morgan Uncensored show and all the backlash that ensued after the fact. So if you ain't been keeping up, Jaguar Wright went on the Piers Morgan Uncensored show, and she was brought on to talk about the Diddy case, the allegations made against him, and her opinion about the whole situation, right? And in the course of this conversation, she brought up Jay-Z and Beyonce name and made some allegations about them. And Piers Morgan is a big platform. The episode got millions of views, and I think about 5 days after it dropped, it hit the news that Jay-Z and Beyonce attorneys reached out to Piers Morgan and wanted him to apologize for allowing Jaguar Wright to bring up their name on his platform. And number two, they wanted Piers Morgan to edit them out of that episode. All right. So Math Hoffa, Mecca, and Kim Osorio was talking about this whole thing and how they viewed it and what their perception of it was. And they just gave their opinion on the whole situation, how they seen it. And I'm going to let y'all hear what they had to say. And I'm going to pick it up on the other side because some of it I agree with, some of it I didn't. But I'll let y'all know what that is on the other side. Let me let y'all get to the content.
The intention was, I'm going to invite this woman up here because it hurts black people. I think the intention was, I'm going to bring this woman up here because it gets a lot of attention.
A lot of eyeballs.
And will get me a lot of eyeballs.
Yep.
It just so happens that it's going to fuck up black people, but I don't even think that crosses.
So, with that being said, here's my opinion. Just like they had theirs and you got yours. Number one, Math Hoffa seems to be very, very biased in his opinion about the whole situation, right? He makes the whole thing about, tearing down black people. He was calling Jaguar Wright crazy, making jokes about her, calling her a liar, all these things, right? Here's the problem with that, right? When you bias against somebody, you ain't gonna believe nothing they say anyway, because you have your feeling about your guy or your whoever. This is who you rocking with. So if somebody's saying something in opposition to that, whether you know the facts, the details about the matter or not, you're gonna take a stance like Math Hoffa did. Obviously, he's on the side of Jay-Z and Beyonce. I don't know where he stands as far as Diddy. I hadn't heard any kind of remarks on that. I'm just covering what was said, as pertained to Jaguar Wright saying what she said about Hov and Beyonce. And the problem you got with that is when you don't know all of the facts, when you right on the precipice of a case starting to unfold in front of your eyes and you take a preconceived opinion about the matter, if it comes out to be in opposition of how you feel and what you think about the situation, now you look like a fool. You dig what I'm saying? And so that was something that I disagreed with Math Hoffa. I feel like if you don't know really what's going on or what may come out, you might want to try to take a neutral position, because you got a platform. You dig what I'm saying? And if it don't age well, people gonna find your comment section. You dig what I'm saying? And so I felt like he was very, very biased in his opinion about the whole situation, because again, don't nobody know what's gonna come out. You can take a stance and say, she crazy, she lying, and what the world coming to and tearing down black people. And that's the other part of what he said that I didn't agree with, because this ain't got nothing to do, in my view, with tearing down black people. This is somebody that's been indicted and is locked up right now. Diddy done tried 3 times. He had 3 bites at the apple to try to get a bond, and they won't let him out. These people got all type of videos and all type of incriminating stuff that they're gonna have be a part of this case. And at this point, we just don't know. And everything ain't about, because somebody speak truth to power and it just happened to be somebody black that catch a stray from that. It is what it is. It's a lot of victims and it's a lot of people that got hurt allegedly behind this whole situation. You dig what I'm saying? And so for me, I feel like everybody just kind of need to take a breath and take a pause. You can't call nobody a liar. You can't say this person telling the truth, that person lying. You just kind of gotta pause, bro. You just gotta pause, bro. You just gotta kind of just reserve your opinion, wait until the facts come out, and then go from there. This ain't about trying to tear down a black person. This ain't about somebody trying to tear down black people. Because my thing is this. We done got so far beyond any type of morals and standards and integrity that we would know about our own family being a victim of something like what's being alleged in this Diddy case and not say something? Oh, I ain't gonna say nothing because my sister or my mama or my aunt was sexually assaulted and I don't want to be no snitch, so I ain't gonna say nothing about it and I ain't gonna, whatever. The other thing, I felt like Mecca didn't really want to have the conversation at all, but he had a lot to say. But he didn't come off to me as being biased. He just came off to me like the conversation was very, very irritating to have. He I guess he don't really want to see himself as trafficking in this type of situation or this type of conversation. So he just didn't want to talk about it at all. But when he spoke, I felt like he was coming from a real place of not really knowing, but just making it clear he just didn't want to be involved in the conversation at all. And then Kim Osorio, I felt like she demonstrated her journalistic pedigree, and she kept her integrity, as all of her comments and all of her points and all of her replies about the topic was very, very neutral in tone. Everything that she said was balanced. I felt like everything she said was kind of neutral in tone, because she didn't say one way or another about what's going on. And I felt like that's the correct position to take, because again, you don't know how foolish you may look later on if some of this stuff or all of this stuff is proven to be true. You dig what I'm saying? So, and Math Hoffa took a position that a lot of people took when when Cassie first came out, about going after the Diddy, in the silver suit. A lot of people said, oh, she trying to get some money, this, that, and the other. Everybody took a position because they felt a certain way about Diddy. And she came out and said that she wanted to sue Diddy. Oh, it's a money grab. Oh, she did, she that. And then that tape came out. So in that instance, that's when you look dumb. That's when you look and sound dumb for taking a position on something and then you don't even know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen or what the fact's going to be or what's proven or what's going to be proven to be true. So you kind of just got to stay neutral. Ain't nothing wrong with being neutral, bro, and seeing how it play out before you just jump off the deep end and then make yourself look stupid as hell in the end when stuff is proven to be true. So that's my whole take, man. Like, people got to kind of reserve their judgment on a lot of this stuff, bro, because this trial ain't even started with Diddy. We don't know who he gonna try to expose or who he got on video. We don't know what's gonna happen at this point. So to say somebody lying, you just gotta wait and see. Jaguar Wright said a lot of stuff, bro. Do I believe it all? Hell no. Do I think she lying? I don't know. Some of it may be credible. You know, like Kim Osorio said. You know, one of the other dudes that was sitting in there. He said Jaguar Wright said, and she did, if they went after Dame Dash for something he said about them, why they won't sue me? Which does give her credibility to a certain degree, because Jaguar Wright been saying these things about all of these celebrities and all of these people in the industry for years. It's not a secret, bro. It's not a secret. And she continues to talk and say the same things that she said and been saying for years. And I've always asked the question, how can this woman say all of this stuff, bro, about all of these different people that's well resourced? And I'm sure they got a PR team, they got a legal team, they got the whole nine, bro. And they nobody try to put a muzzle on Jaguar Wright for years. This is the first time that I've seen, well, and they ain't even went after her. They went after Piers Morgan because he got the platform. He platformed her to come on there and get down like that and say the things that she said. But still, ain't no paperwork been pushed on Jaguar Wright. So I mean, anybody with common sense. It ain't no, oh, she this, that, and hey, man, look, anybody with common sense will say, well, damn, if she's saying this about these people and they ain't trying to go after her legally or hit her with a cease and desist or try to do anything to her, why is that? And that's all I'm saying. And you can't take a position one way or another when you don't even know, the facts ain't even came out yet, bro. So you got to chill and pump your brakes, because you can look stupid in these situations when you take a side and you pick the wrong side, and then the facts come out. It's right there in black and white. It's right there in HD. Like we all seen what happened to Cassie in that hotel. We don't know how much more evidence like that these people may have that may come out later on. And then what you do? Your ass just look stupid, or get quiet, or try to duck it, or roll it back, or however you gonna play it, spin it, I don't know, flip it. Hey, but that's my whole take, and that's my whole opinion on the whole situation, man. I thought that was a very, very interesting conversation. I agree with some of it I didn't. But hey, it's America. It's the world we live in, man. Everybody got an opinion. I got one. They had one. You got one. You might not like what I got to say, or my opinion about what's been talked about here today, but hey, man, it is what it is. That's all I got for now, man, for this situation. I get at y'all on the next one. Y'all be smooth, man. I'm out.